Onyx Boox Cloud Sync has a serious issue. Hello everyone, my name is Anton, and in today's video I want to get into an issue that I have with Onyx Boox Cloud Sync. Here's the scenario. I have two different devices. One to be more portable so that when I need to pick up and go, I can easily grab a device that I can use out and about. Then I have another Onyx Boox device here where when I get to home or someplace where I know I can constantly kind of sit down and put down my ideas, I have a bigger device that, again, it's going to stay planted for the most part at a desk on a table so that I can use it. Now, they have their two use cases, and I have the same or different devices from the same vendor because they do have the cloud sync. So once I switch from one device to another, I know I will have my content. But here's the issue with the cloud sync from Onyx Boox. The cloud sync itself is not immediate. When I'm writing on one device, you will not immediately see the stuff that I'm writing on one device come up on the other device. What happens is that once you go outside of your note, you leave your note, you can set it up so that the configuration is it will sync once you save. And it's this save process after you've either left your note or however you configure it. You can even manually do it from the Notes app. That is where the issue somewhat lies, right? Now, if you know this is how it works, you can easily set up a process where you do your note taking, you go out of the note, you sync it, or you manually sync it every time that you finish using the note taking feature on the device. Then it will sync to the cloud. And then when you go to your other device, you want to make sure that you sync it so that everything's basically aligned and synced across the different devices. Now, that's a process I don't want to constantly have to remember to do and get into the habit of. I really just want to pick up, go, get on one device, drop it, and then go to another one. Now, if you look here, we can see, remnants of this issue where there is handwritten text on top of each other. Not sure if you can notice that, but easily on the top sentence here, you can see where things are overlaid on top of each other from one device to the other. And this is what happens, right? What you will see is that you can switch from one device, and let's say right here we have page 70 or 71. If I was to have a page 71 on this device here, and I started writing on it, and as an example, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I will write on this document here. And if I go to page 71 on my other device, and you can see that it's not showing up here, and I start to write on it, that these two right now are in a split brain scenario. So right now you have content on one, you have different content on the other. And what will happen is Onyx, once it does sync to the cloud, it will merge these two and they will overlay on top of each other. So if I was to come in here and let's say I sync this one here, I will go in here, I will hit the sync button on it, and let's see what happens right off the bat. Okay, so it shows that this is synced to the cloud. Immediately you see that this one here got the update from the cloud, and then you can see that because it did sync, it transferred what was on here to the cloud, and now this one has both content or both handwritten things that was different from one device on the other, and now they are in sync, but they are merged. So the conflict resolution here, I don't see any. Maybe there is. If anyone knows how to prevent this from happening, please let me know. But yeah, this is the scenario that I wanted to kind of show in the issue with the having two devices. If you only have one device, this will never be an issue. So only if you have two devices, this is something you need to be aware of, or you will switch from one device to the other. You may not know which page numbers you left off on the other, start writing, and then you will end up having merged content. And when you do this here, you can see that I can come in here and I can undo what I had done previously. As long as I do not leave this note, you can undo. Now, if I was to leave the note, let me come here and see what will happen. We'll leave the note. We'll come back in, and we can see now that it still has both of the merged content. Let's see if we go ahead and manually do a sync here again. Well, actually I can't because this one is already synced. But over here, I have the option to do a sync. So we'll manually go ahead and do this. And I'm not too sure. It does not seem like it wants to even take the manual sync. Let me come out here. You see that it did save. I'll come out here. Then I will go back into these. They both show, or this one here shows as if it's synced. This one here does not. You can see the little icon there at the top. We'll go back in here. And what I will do is I will hit sync on here again. And let's see if this catches up with each other, because right now they're in this split brain situation where each of them have a different idea of what is or what should be on these pages. And yeah, there's right now, again, this could be a pretty big issue if you have two devices. So I would recommend either you only have one device, or you go through that process of making sure that everything's synced on one before you start using the other. If you found value in the video, go ahead and like and subscribe. And until the next time, have a nice day.